trying to do right this second, though, is write down I can statements about what you do during writing time. I think this worked out good because we just had a writing time, and so now you have the idea of what that is about. So this helps us to know how should you be acting during writing time. So what do you think we should write down that we do during writing, Sarah?
We have to be quiet.
Okay. Now, should we say really quiet or pretty quiet? Do you have to talk at all during writing time? Do you have to talk at all during writing time, Maddie? Well, you might. Who can think of a reason you might have to talk a tiny bit? Why might you have to talk a tiny bit during writing time? Jack, you may put your bottom down, sir. I can see you. Why, writer, might you need to talk during writing time?
Because you want to talk about your paper where I'm not really quiet.
Okay, you might want to talk about your paper and be pretty quiet while you do it. What else?
Like if you need us to talk to you.
That's true. I have to talk to all of you every day during writing time, actually. So I have to talk to you a little bit, you have to talk to me a little bit. What about this? Today, Ryan and Megan were sitting across from each other, and they were both trying to spell the word of dog. And I was helping them. And I said, write a D, and then I told Megan to write a O, and then Megan said O, and then Ryan wrote the O. So sometimes you can help each other with letters. So I think since we have to do a little bit of talking during writing time, I think we should just say, I can be pretty quiet and not really quiet. Okay, so let me write that one. I can be pretty quiet. That means you might have to do a tiny bit of talking, but you will do it quietly. Okay, what else should we say you're doing during your writing time? Jack?
That you can write.
Dude, I'm really super glad you said that one, because during work on writing, our superheroes writing, you should be writing. You have been coloring for a really long time. Probably since you were even 2 or 1 years old, you have been coloring. Now you are older, you are in kindergarten, this is real school and it is serious. You should be writing. And you should write always as much as you know and as much as you can write. Act like you know what's going on. Turn around and leave the bracelets alone. Okay, so should we just say I can write? I think that about does it. Even if today, for example, I just wrecked that one up. I forgot the word can. So I'm going to start over right here. I can write. And when I do it, I'll cut that one out. Today, Caden was writing about trucks. And the only letter he knew how to write was a T. When I wrote it, he copied it. So even if you only write one letter, that is what you should do. Every day, I can write. Even if all you write is one letter, you should do it. What else do we do during writing time, Drew?
You think?
Yeah. Okay, let's just say I can think. Well, who can tell me, what do you think about? When it's writing time, what do you think about, Sarah? Yeah, you think about what you're going to write. What else, Landon?
You can write, you can...
That's true. I'm talking about thinking right now. Sometimes you have to think of the letters you're writing, and you have to think of the letters you're writing, and you have to think of the sounds, right? Today, AJ was trying to write Sam, because is that the name of your dog?
Sammy.
Sammy. So he was trying to write Sammy, so he said Sammy, and then he said, ooh, that's an S, he had to think of it. And then I said Sam, and he said, oop, there's an M in there, so he had to think that is M. So you have to think a lot about your words and your sounds and what you're writing. Okay, I can write, I can think. What else can you do during your writing time? What else should you be doing, Kyle?
you can, if you're done with the picture, you can write another picture.
I think that's a good idea. If we say, I can keep working, right? I can keep working. You have to keep going and going. And you're never done, right? I can keep working. That's a hard one. Because you got to go and go until I say your time is up. All right, what else, Luke?
We can read.
Yeah, what can you read, Luke?
Your book.
Yeah. And now, so far, how many pages are in your book? One. But tomorrow you'll have 2, and the next day 3, and the next day 4, and the next day 5. Every day more and more, so you'll have more. So we can say, I can read, because you might want to read the stuff that's in your folder. Okay, anything else? Here's what we have so far. I can be pretty quiet, I can write, I can think, I can keep working, I can read. What else, Sam?
I can draw.
I was wondering if somebody was going to think of that one, because you can draw, huh? Now, we don't want you only to draw, because you already knew how to draw when you were a preschooler. So we want you to do some writing, because that's your new thing that you're learning. But you got to draw too, because you got to, make a picture of what you wrote. All right. This is my mistake, so don't read that one. Let's read the other ones though. Ready? Here's what we said about what you can do during work on writing. I can be pretty quiet. Wow, I see readers right now tracking on these words. They are putting their eyeballs right where I am pointing. That is what readers do. I can write. I can think. I can keep working. I can read. I can draw. Very good. You know what I want to do? One silly thing right here. I want to put a little superhero raise. That's bothering me. Superhero raise just around right. Because we need to think and read and draw too, but our most important thing to do during writing time is write. Okay? All right. Good job, kindergartners. I'll fix this and fix my mistake and put it together and laminate it. That's where I put the plastic on it, right? And I'm going to hang it up right over here by the Daily 5. Turn your head around there. So far, look. On Daily 5, there we go. Here's the Daily 5. Read to yourself, you have your I can statements. Read to someone, you have your I can statements. I think I'll move this, says work on writing. I think I'll move it over here, okay? Up to here, where there's room. And then we will put our new I can statements from today up there for work on writing so that we can look at them.